guys, how are y'all doing? Just having me a drink of vodka. Nah, just kidding. It's water. It's water, okay? I promise it's water. I'm still sober. How are y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing great. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you like my videos. I upload a little bit of everything, as you can see. But anyway, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about anxiety, panic attacks. I've made several videos here about my issues with anxiety, with panic attacks, with taking Xanax, with all that, how I stopped taking Xanax. I no longer take Xanax on a regular basis. I haven't even taken it in like, I don't know. I don't even know how long it's been, guys. Maybe almost a year. It's been a while. It's been a while. But anyway, I have been reading. Ow! I just poked my eye. It's like all red. I have to poke my eye out. I almost poked my eye out. Oh, that was scary, guys. Okay. Anyway, in one of the videos that I made about anxiety and how I stopped taking Xanax and all that, there was some comments on there saying that anxiety or panic attacks could be possibly correlated with blood sugar levels. Somebody in my comments was saying that keto diet helps with anxiety because it helps keep your blood sugar levels more even. I've had several other people on there too. How blood sugar levels basically can are correlated with anxiety. So I started looking into it. I started looking online and just reading different stuff and seeing all the symptoms to low blood sugar. You know, a few years ago, I was told that I was pre-diabetic. And I have a video on here as well talking about that, about how I lowered my blood sugar levels just by changing my eating habits. A lot of years ago, that I was told that if my blood sugar levels didn't come down, my A1C, that they were going to put me on what is it called? Metformin. It's like a diabetic medication. So I told the doctor to let me try it on my own and see if I can bring it down just by changing my eating habits. I did it. I was able to get out of the danger zone and not get on medication for diabetes because I simply changed the way I was eating and stopped drinking all sugars. So, it was already a known thing that I do have blood sugar issues if I don't take care of myself, if I don't eat properly, if I don't, if I eat sugars, then I also have hypoglycemia sometimes, where if I eat something really sweet, like, real sugar, like say a big old piece of cake or something, a few hours will go by and my blood sugar will actually drop. Instead of getting high, it'll actually drop. And I'll start feeling like horrible palpitations, sweaty, shakiness, horrible. So I started looking up oh, it's 11:11. Thank you. I always like to say thank you on 11:11. Who else does that? Thank you for everything. Everything, God. Um, okay, so I started looking up the the symptoms for low blood sugar. Okay, so low blood sugar symptoms. Okay, check this out: fast heartbeat, shaking, sweating, nervousness or anxiety, irritability or confusion, dizziness, and hunger. I would say that all of them, except for hunger, are the symptoms of a anxiety or a panic attack. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I was like, when I start feeling like that, I'm going to check my blood sugar. I already had a monitor, so what I started doing is when I start feeling sick, when I start feeling those symptoms, instead of trying to rush over and take a Xanax, I'm going to rush over and check my blood sugar. And so that's what I started doing. And lo and behold, like 90% of the times that I started feeling like that, I would check my blood sugar and it was low. It was like in the 80s, like 88, 89, 87, or even in the 90s. Now, mind you, some of you might say that's not really that low, but for me it is, because as I mentioned to you, I am borderline diabetic, so I'm not used to having my blood sugar that low. My blood sugar normally rides about, 120, 130, sometimes 115, but it never really falls under 100, except maybe like really early in the mornings. But if it falls under 90, like I start feeling all those symptoms. So what I started doing is when I would feel those symptoms, I would check my blood sugar, and if my blood sugar was that low, I would actually get a peppermint, just those red and white peppermints, and I would pop one in my mouth, and like in 15, 20 minutes, I would start feeling better without having to take anything for anxiety. And I would just, do that, drink water, keep myself cool. And as soon as my blood sugar would be back up to like 90, 100, I would start feeling normal again. So I discovered that, and I didn't discover it, but I found out that according to my symptoms, blood sugar and anxiety seem to be correlated, seem to be related to each other. Now I'm not a doctor, a nurse, a nutritionist, or anything like that. So take what I say with a grain of salt, and always talk to your doctor about your health. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because that was definitely something that has helped me out a lot when I start feeling sick. A lot. And when I say start feeling sick, I mean start feeling all those symptoms, because I was getting, and I notice that happens to me more when I eat stuff that's very starchy, like when I eat like sweets, or when I eat pizza, fried chicken that's like super fried and has a lot of grease and salt and all that, or like something sweet, like if I eat a big old piece of pie or a big old piece of cake or something, and then when my blood sugar drops, that's when I start feeling like that. So I have what's reactive hypoglycemia, and that's in my situation. I'm not saying that's what you have, but that's what I have, where I get, my blood sugar drops if I eat too much sugar. A lot of the times when I would start getting these anxiety or panic attacks, they were caused by my low blood sugar. That's why sometimes you're like, I was just there sitting down, and all of a sudden I started feeling, sweaty and sick and palpitations, and a lot of the times it could be something like that. So you definitely always want to make sure that you check yourself with your doctor, that you do blood work, that you make sure that your blood sugar is in control, that it's not getting too low or too high, because that could be a cause of your anxiety. Like, it is mine. If I don't take care of myself, if I don't eat right, if I don't do the things I need to be doing to take care of myself, the anxiety gets worse because of the correlation that there is between blood sugar levels and anxiety. So always just make sure that you're keeping track of all that, and that that before you take a Xanax or before you take anything for anxiety, that you have ruled out anything like that. Because trust me, if it's something like that, it's going to help you out a lot, because it has helped me out so much. Like whenever that happens to me and I check my blood sugar and it's low, and I just pop a peppermint in my mouth. Like peppermints have sugar, but they don't have like a lot of sugar. So they have just the right amount to like bring up your blood sugar levels to a safe point if they drop. And that's why I like peppermints, and also the benefits of peppermint oil, and it does have peppermint oil in them. So I like peppermints. To me, peppermints is, a lot of people say orange juice. You know, you could have different things, but anyway, guys, that was what I wanted to share with y'all on this video. And also, thank you so much if you're one of my viewers that put those comments about the blood sugar levels and about the carbs intakes and all that, and about your blood sugar levels being correlated with your anxiety, because that led me down a rabbit hole that has helped me out tremendously. So thank you so much for sharing that in the comments. I really appreciate that. And as always, guys, it's very, very important to just be on top of that, to get your blood work done, to check and make sure that you discard anything like that, especially with the correlation that there is between blood sugar levels and anxiety. So, that could be like a big, big help to a lot of people. And I know it certainly was to me, because I remember a lot of the times what would set off a panic attack was because I would start feeling sick. And I didn't know that I had low blood sugar going on. So very important to know what's going on with your body, and to know that sometimes things can have like a medical reason behind them, other than you just get a lot of anxiety attacks and you don't know why. But that could be a reason. And I'm not saying that that's what sets it off all the time. There's different things that could set off a panic attack or anxiety. I know I've been dealing with this forever, for a long time. But I can honestly say that ever since I've taken L-theanine, and ever since I know that I have reactive hypoglycemia, and I take care of my blood sugar better, and I make sure that if I'm feeling sick, I check it. And if I'm feeling a little sick and I check it and it's a little low, I pop my little peppermint. Ever since I've been doing all that, my anxiety has been reduced significantly. A lot. Like, I can almost say that it's like at 89%, because there's still that 11%. I swear I didn't mean to say 11%. I'm just going to say 90. 90%, because there's still that 10% that I need to work on, that I'm working on, and with God's help I know that I'll get there. But it's helped me out a lot. So and that's the reason that I made this video, because I just hope that it helps somebody out there as much as it has helped me. This information can be very valuable if that's what's going on with your body. But as always, check with your doctor and make sure that before doing anything, that you always, always talk it over with your doctor. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that in some way this was helpful to you. If you like my video, go ahead and subscribe. I put a little bit of everything. I usually like to put things on here that I feel that in one way or another, it's going to help somebody out there. And that's the whole reason I make these videos. But, well, some of them I do them for fun. Like sometimes I'll do makeup videos or just things like that for fun. But for the most part, I like to put things on here that I feel that in one way or another could help somebody out. Again, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.